Cast, man. Y'all know it don't get no better than this. Y'all know what we doing today, man. Trying to wait for a few people to come in. Y'all need to come in. We need to talk. I need some knowledgeable people to speak with me on this one. Need my knowledgeable people to speak with me on this one, man. Where y'all at? Come talk with your boy. What we doing today, y'all? What we doing today? Trying to wait for a few of y'all to come up in here, man. A lot going on with the P. Diddy trial. You know, a lot of things that they were setting up for while the jury doing their deliberations and things of that nature. Um, the judge gave them some instructions, gave the jury some instructions, told them what each case pertaining to, and well, each charge is pertaining to, the meaning of it, the true meaning of it, so they'll have good direction once they are in the back in the room putting it together. They made a black lady the foreman, so she's the ringleader of the whole movement. I don't really know what that would change, but I don't know what it would change, but I guess it's a start for this to be a fair decision. Somebody that probably could relate to what's right and what's wrong, because y'all already know us people as of color, we always seem not to get fair trials. Um, Basically, a lot of this stuff that he's being charged with, all the podcasters, everybody is saying the same thing. Everybody's saying this is not a domestic violence. This is not a RICO um, trial. This is not a RICO charge from what they're hearing. You know what I'm saying? Red Rage, what's up? Everybody's saying it. I can't make nothing up. Story bite, yo, what's good? Everybody's saying this. I can't make it up. So there's no need for anyone to act as if I'm making things up, because I'm not making nothing up. Everybody's saying the same thing. I'm waiting for a few people, y'all, to pile up in here, man, because we got to talk about this. This is a very serious topic right now. And I had Tisa Tell fans or subscribers um, going in my comments saying a few things. And we're going to discuss some of these comments. And I would like to hear y'all give me y'all opinion. And if y'all catch this live after it's live, drop some of y'all opinions in the comments, man. Please share this. Share this because it's not fair to put out wrong information about a person when it's not true, especially if you are doing a journalism job and you spreading misinformation. Is that good for a journalist to do? Or would that kind of stir the people up the wrong way? Stir the world up in the wrong way if you are a worldwide known public figure, should I say. Simone Whitley, how you doing? I'm waiting for a few people, y'all. So yeah, as y'all know, the Puff trial has been making its way. And you know, Ray Freeman, what up? Newark in the building, salute. Yeah, my knowledgeable people piling up in here. I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting. 'Cause we got to talk. I need some opinions on a few things, man. I need opinions on a few things, y'all. Cause so the last post I had put up was about Tisa, um, when she made that report that when they dropped some of the charges, then according to Tisa, Puff gave up some huge names or some big names, very important names, meaning Puff must be telling on somebody. But she said it as if she knows Puff telling on somebody. P. Diddy gives up big names or huge names was in her thumbnail. And I looked at that like, whoa, hold up. Let's first go here. The man is on trial already for charges that doesn't even add up to the prosecution witnesses' statements. It doesn't add up to the things that a lot of these podcasters was hearing in court, and after court they come outside and they make their commentary and their content and keeping us abreast with what's going on inside of the case, such as herself. So if he's in there fighting for trial on trial, which most people don't, most people already end up telling. How could he give up big names already at the end of the trial after they dropped charges, or even when they dropped the charges, they still continued on with what they was doing, trial? If he telling, I think the trial wouldn't have to proceed anymore. They probably would have gave him an offer, being that he's helping the prosecution at this point. Now it would be no more need for a trial. Right or wrong, let me know if I'm wrong or am I right. Drop some comments in there, for real. So everybody knows if you put a stigma on somebody by calling them a rat, they are frowned upon, shunned, xed out of just being the person that they supposed to be. Their character is demolished. Their family, even the kids, walk around and they see the kids somewhere, and the kids get backlash from that. Your daddy's a rat, things of that nature. So I don't think that that was fair of her to do that. Now you have people trying to call me out in my comments on the last um, episode I put up, said that Tisa lied. So y'all can go and check that out. Tisa lied about Puff. giving out big names. And they basically saying that I am hating on her or she's a beautiful person. Why would I do that? First of all, I was a big Tisa Tell fan. I would been watching her before Puff got convicted. I always used to listen to her commentary. I used to always listen to what she say, and I used to say to myself, "Damn man, the way she talking every day, all day, she trying to get Puff charged or something." But I still continue watching her because, yeah, I like her. I like her energy. Love everything about her. She's a beautiful person. As far as what I've been seeing, she's a beautiful woman. I can't take that away from her, like everybody's saying. I agree with everything everybody is saying, except for they are making excuses because she's beautiful. The devil is beautiful was beautiful. That's how he tricked Eve to eat off them trees, off the tree she ain't supposed to eat off of. The devil come to you and shine and give you gifts, shining real beautiful. Uh, First of all, he was the angel of music before God casted him out. He was in control of the music, and music controls a lot of people. We love music. It soothes us. It makes us feel good. It puts us in good moods. So, and I'm not calling her the devil. Maybe she just was overexcited with her commentary, and maybe she thought that that was a good thumbnail to put up to attract people. But that's not a good one to put up when you're making somebody look like a rat, especially when they are legitimately going to trial, whether he win or lose. I have no dog in this fight, but I am here to voice my opinion just like every other podcaster. And I'm not a fan of Puff. I like what Puff did. He started from the bottom and turned himself into this big, mogul. A lot of them things that was going on that we didn't know about. I didn't know that he was abusive like that to women or whatever. That came out, and I don't like no man that put their hand on a woman. I never fight, would ever be fighting a woman, ever. Now, if you put your hand on me, it's different. I'm gonna have to defend myself, but I wouldn't even go hard on a woman. I might let you get 2, 3 hits, man. Go ahead now, chill. So I'm not doing this or saying what I was saying to her because of Puff. I would say that if it was a woman that was on trial right now and the wrong thing was said about her and she's being a stand-up woman going to trial. Puff being a stand-up man taking his to trial. Now any punishment that he did that we seen that fits, like hitting on Cassie, okay, yes, he deserved a punishment for that. I'm sure in his mind, he even saying it, whatever I get, I got to take it for that. But they didn't charge him for that. That's domestic violence. The feds wanted that bad. They had to come up with something that was a federal charge and make it look good. So if the man is in there fighting for his life with that, why would you want to disrespect and sabotage his integrity at least? And a man could be forgiven for hitting on a woman if he go and get treatment. A man can't be forgiven if he rape women. I would never forgive you. I don't care how much treatment you get. That shouldn't have never ever happened. And I was like that before I even had daughters. When I was young, we didn't play none of that. I almost got into a bang bang with somebody for me grabbing on them for beating on a woman so long. I could have went to jail that day and or lost my life. And that wasn't my woman. Those are games I don't play. So this is not nothing about me chasing clout. I don't need clout. That's why I told her fan base, you can go ahead and Google me. I've been in front of the camera and behind the cameras, and I've been a street celebrity for years. Very well known, very well respected. Not because of being tough, just because of character, having fun, riding the bikes, and when you get money out there in the mean streets, don't make it good. I'm not bragging about it, but we was well known and highly respected, and still to this day, I'm still relevant to this day. It's because of my character, and I speak my mind, and I treat people how they want to be treated. I don't act funny with nobody because I did movies or I'm friends with celebrities and things of that nature. I don't act no different, period. I'm not one of those guys. And that's how you last long out here. I'm just speaking my mind about what Tisa did and let it be whole. I said it because she needed to know this type of information because we already could tell she's not a person that is even street minded because she would have never did that. So I was just giving her a jewel that you don't put that bone on nobody and then you got to be outside. And Puff have fans that do love him. He got family that love him. And you saying stuff like that, some people might not think twice and want to do something to her. God forbid. That's not cool to put that on nobody, especially if you see them right in your face going to trial. That's what make it even worse with her because she is a person that's been covering this trial from day one. And they saying is that I guess because she's on ABC, you mad or you jealous? I'm not mad. I love everybody to get money and go to the next level. That's a beautiful thing. But the thing is, y'all need to be questioning her as her fans and a friend. If you feel like you're a fan and you might feel close to her, y'all should be telling her don't put out misinformation. We want to see you win, but don't put out misinformation that doesn't pertain to nothing. See, that looks like clout chasing, and it looks like she might feel, got just so overwhelmed that she is on ABC and all these other big channels, things of that nature, that she just wasn't thinking about what she put in that thumbnail. That's very dangerous to do something like that. Not only that, it's dangerous for her career as well. Because a few people has been commenting up there saying that they unfollow her, unsubscribe from her because of the misinformation that she's putting out, and she's speaking with feelings, not the facts. She's speaking with feelings, and it's like she just want to be, as if she just want to put Puff in jail just for even hearing bogus, um, what I want to say, for hearing the bogus things that the witnesses said on the stand, and they always being caught in lies and everything. And she still would come out and speak her commentary as if it was a powerful day. And it's clear as day that Puff's defense team ate them up on the stand. But I get it. You got Democrat, you got Republican, and everybody gonna be saying different things about each other, and each other think that each other things is powerful. So she's on the prosecution side. I'm not mad at that. I can't be mad at that. But don't over overplay it and make it seem like something that it's not, and especially meaning to go to the next level, you always got to be truthful and honest. That's what make people like you and respect you. But if you start doing extra stuff and saying extra things that is not true and is not a fact, and it makes a person look bad when already it's like you kicking a person while they are down. That's not cool. So that's what I'm speaking on. But I'm gonna get into some of some of the comments that some of the people were saying. One person, let me see, the problem of the world the problem of this world, YouTube channels start talking bad about another YouTuber, which is true. A lot of them do that. This is always a good start to get others to join your channel. That's true too. That's why she might have made that statement so she can that wasn't true to gain other people to watch by saying that he gave up big names. Oh, really? Who he told on? Oh, let me rush over there and go see. See how that works? And it said, this was wrong with us humans, always bashing others, calling out others of doing bad, strange, or wrong things on their channels. And it's a fact that she did wrong. It's a fact. And I never bashed her at all. I just spoke facts about what she did and what she said. Period. Never spoke one bad word about her. I have no reason to speak bad about her. I only can speak about the facts of what she said that was not good at all to put on anybody. When people have their morals and integrity and he's fighting for his, he could have gave up names if that be the case, and we probably wouldn't even be here on no trial. But she did bad. So my point is, how do y'all, as her fans, look at and know what she did and overlook that? Did you just turn a blind eye to that she said something wrong about him that people in this world today, everywhere, in every state, everywhere that takes serious by the word rat, snitch, is never good on nobody. You don't be looked at the same anymore. So that she was wrong for that. So let me finish. Is it so hard to get followers without attacking other channels? No, you just got to be consistent to do what you do and make it make sense and have good content. So it ain't hard. This is something I see throughout the whole YouTube community. Sad of what became of humanity. This is how wars started around the world. And now we hate ourselves online. Sad, really sad. The part where they said it's sad what became of humanity. This is how wars start. Hold on. She said, oh, he said, sad of what became of humanity. Yeah, well, if that be the case, it's sad when people lie on people, especially when you have a beautiful fan base and you know people believe it, trust in your word, and then you come up with other things to slide in there. People supposed to overlook it. See, nobody ain't said nothing about that. They overlooked that, but y'all overlooking the part where it's not good and it's dangerous. Bullets Gotti, what's goody? Salute to you. Bullets Gotti said, yo, she a liar, my dude. And that's all I'm speaking about. She lied to call Puff a liar. I mean, called Puff a rat. Said he gave up big names. And that's not cool. And her fan base trying to attack me, man. I'm laughing. It is what it is. So one of the people said, she's telling the truth. What is the problem? Wow. She's telling the truth. What is the problem? The problem is she could cost this man. If he win this case, now it'll be a rumor he snitched is how he won the case. Because Tisa told her humongous fan base that Puff gave her big names. Now he win the case, come home, people look at him different, have him looking crazy after he really went to trial, and that never even happened. And she put that in the atmosphere. The tongue is very powerful. So why would you put that out there and it's not true? You got to understand, and she's not a person from the street, so she don't understand how real that is. Puff is outside with both corporate and street people, so it's like you can't be doing that. Buddha Gotti says she weird, my G. Yeah, and I was a big fan of hers, man. I ain't even gonna lie. But you can't put nothing like that on a man when he's down. That ain't cool. We can't get around that. And if y'all her fans, y'all needed to check her, say, in a polite way. I'm not saying go in, but you can't do that to nobody. None of y'all caught that. But I'm the one spoke out about it. And even the podcast is sold. He even said it. But he ain't go in and dog her. We ain't gonna disrespect her. She a woman and she a beautiful woman. And I like her spunk. I rock with all of that. But once you go in, and I'm not biased to her opinion. And but it's obvious. Anybody can see that she speaks with emotion. If it was up to her, Puff will be found guilty because of her emotions. She wouldn't go off the facts of the case. So her as a journalist, and if I am a fan of hers, I want the correct information. I don't want to trust in you to come back out of the trial and give me some misinformation due to your feelings. That's never good. So how would she go to the next level? How would she go to the next level giving out false information? That's never good. What's the next one, man? Let me see. And somebody checked and said, um, what big names did he gave up? Making up stuff is the problem. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, you can hear me? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm recording a podcast. You can hear me? I'm recording a podcast. I'm gonna hit you right back. Give me like 30. Yeah. Oh, let me send it to you right now. I got you. I got you. Boss Dang said how Bullet's Gotti marketing campaign is his comments, his channel is drowning. Yeah, these dudes is crazy, Gotti. They be wanting to they like to do a lot of talking. And somebody else said he's jumping on here for clout. They said I'm jumping on here for clout. I already expressed that a minute ago as far as clout is concerned. We don't gotta do clout. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been outside for a long time, still outside, still relevant, still making moves. I don't even gotta go. Just Google Big Bootsie. That's all you gotta do. Somebody said I could expect that. She was never really feeling the accusations that came with Diddy. She's leaning. That's a fact. Yeah, I seen him speaking about. I seen a smart guy speaking about Lou saving Pope. I saw that. I gotta hit smart guy up, man. I gotta do some commentary with him too. He had hit me up, told me he wanted to be on the joint, and I was running crazy, but I gotta get him. I gotta get with him. Somebody told me about Tisa. They said you may want to pick on someone your own size. These comments going to eat you alive. And I had to express to them, it don't got nothing to do with size. You put the same pressure on an ant as you do an elephant, man. When they are out of line, they are out of line. And ain't too many other people came up here and said nothing yet. But anyway, at the end of the day, um, when somebody, if people respect somebody, if people respect somebody that, let me get rid of you, bro. You're a clown. If people respect somebody and they respect what they say, that's what I said, Bullets. I said she's playing a very dangerous game by calling somebody a snitch. He got fans. He got he got family out there. And they know, and his family know the inside. They know he ain't. told on nobody or nothing. And for you to make those accusations, man, you got to think both ways. And I'm sure she not street. She don't seem street to me. She seemed very educated and got nothing but great things to say about her at all times, except for this one lie that she said. That's it. It's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And I'm pulling her coat, giving her a jewel. Now, if y'all, as her fan base, would think that somebody's up here trying to clout chase instead of y'all saying, he might got a point. We might have to check Tisa on that. And y'all can just tell her in a kind way, baby girl, keep doing what you're doing. Don't make stuff up like that because people don't like when people call them that type of word. If she not understanding, anybody that's a Tisa Tell fan, if Tisa gets this, y'all make sure y'all share this, share this. Let Tisa understand, do the research with Nipsey Hussle, the guy that unalived him, gave his reasons for unaliving him. He said that Nipsey had called him a rat in front of people. Now she calls Puff a rat in front of millions of people, or however many it may be, and it's a lot of people. And that's what made the guy upset and come back and do that to Nipsey. So these are the things that y'all should be telling her, not getting mad because somebody's pulling her coat with the right thing, not saying somebody's clout chasing. So that means y'all will let your kid walk in the store and take something and you'll just let them walk out. But the person to come out that work in the store and say, yo, your kid, you didn't pay for that. Your kid took it. You'll defend your kid. You would say, I mean, it's just a child. It ain't nothing but a little toy. Hey, you mad? You don't own the store. You know, you defending something that's not correct. And that's a fact. Nobody I know I would let do nothing like that. Nobody. I'm gonna say something to him. And I don't know her. And me, I was a fan of her. Still a fan of her. I still like her. Let me rephrase those words. OG Bobby Johnson, what up? Salute. Still a fan of hers. And that's why I felt I had the right to say something to her. And this ain't about blowing up. How bigger do y'all think my podcast gonna get talking about Tisa Tells? People want to hear the gossip us back and forth, beefing and talking ignorant about each other. I'm not talking ignorant and going back and forth where I'm just pulling her coat on a big jewel that she need to take, being doing this journalism thing, and she say the wrong thing about somebody that has reach or has range. And Puff is one that does have reach and range, but I also know he ain't silly to have nobody think about harming you. But he has fans out there that he can't control. He don't have nothing to do with. If they thought, man, she gonna try to play my boy like that, and she's outside working. And some people is just crash dummies. They don't care where they at. Just like the two podcasters. One is unalive and the other one is in jail. And he went in Vegas. And he went and did that in front of everybody. So yeah, had to get rid of these trolls, man. But yeah, y'all, this is a deep situation. And her fans was all in my comments. I ain't mad. I don't care. I know this come with the game that y'all would never understand yourselves. And that means y'all grown people that listen to somebody tell y'all lies and y'all like it. She exposed the witnesses and now one of the jurors. Yeah, they said she was the reason one of the jurors got took off. The one that got took off the jury box and sent home. That's deep, man. Somebody said I would take her journalism right or wrong over you any day. So see, you got people. Her name is Kendra Dawn. Kendra Dawn 369 says she would take her journalism right or wrong, and that she and her feelings over me any day. What over me got to do with it? If she wrong, you would respect her journalism. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. See, it's people like that that don't care if they hear a person tell them something wrong. You so starstruck or fanned out that you would still let her lie to you, and you just so drooling in front of the TV or your phone watching her. That's ignorant. And that's the problem with society, or what people say humanity. We ignore the fact of what's really going on out here. And the person that we look up to, if they say something wrong, we don't check them. Nah, I'm going to check my brother, my big brother, whoever, little brother. I'm going to pull him to the side and tell him, yo, you out of line for that. Yeah, that's a fact, though. They lock you up for stuff like that, Bullet Scotty. I don't know how they letting her rock like that. Yeah, because she's swaying all her commentary towards the prosecution. So they loving that push public opinion the incorrect way. So she ain't gonna get no backlash from that from them. But that is crazy. That's a fact. She said she'll take the journalism right or wrong over me, over Bootsie any day. She reports the facts based off of what she sees, what she is seeing and hearing. So how does she hear about him giving up names? They're not going to even put that information out about a person telling on another person. You have to wait till later. How she get it that fast in the midst of the trial going on? Please explain that to me, Kendra Dawn 369. She reported the facts based on what she's seeing and hearing firsthand. Have you spent 1 minute in the courtroom? I don't have to spend 1 minute in the courtroom. She said Tisa has no motive. Yes, she definitely have a motive, but you must don't know about it because everybody is saying it, that she's talking out of her feelings and emotions about what she's talking about. So she got it. Her motive is she want to send the man to jail because she is one of the people that evidently seen him beat Cassie up on that tape, and that took her over the top. Because they haven't showed anything else. It was just things that was said in the courtroom that got that Puff defense actually tore them up on the stand and caught them lying. So she's not speaking about what she know that's a fact. Says she doesn't create drama. She doesn't go around attacking fellow YouTubers unprovoked. That's a fact. Neither do I. Until I see something is wrong, and I'm gonna call it out, and that's why I'm calling her out right now on that, because that's not good and that's not fair. And what y'all not understanding, if they win this trial due to some RICO stuff, and this is not a RICO, they're gonna start putting a lot of black men in jail, and that's what we fighting for right now. They're gonna pick who they want, go in the grab bag today. Oh, he gets a RICO. Oh, tomorrow, oh, he gets a RICO, and then talk about other stuff and paint a picture of who the person is with the RICO over his head, and let a jury decide of the monster that they trying to paint of this person, but giving him time for a RICO. But the picture that they painting, if he get time for that, it'd be a smack on the hand. But they paint a picture and they give him a RICO. That ain't cool. So that's what we fight for. I'm not here to call out something because I'm a Puff fan. Nah, I ain't with none of that. Puff don't do nothing for me, never did. But this goes for any black man. I'm doing this for our black young youth that's coming up, that's gonna be something and have something one day. And we can't allow this government stuff to be putting on these antics that they doing and send our black men to jail with a made up charge that carries over 30, 40 years. By that time, it'll been done wiped all the black men out and it'll push us back towards slavery again if you're not paying attention. But you're too busy watching the glam light or the glamour and she's so beautiful, her makeup is so beautiful and this and that, which it is. And I give her props on that. And she's a beautiful woman. She is. But you can't be beautiful and be speaking and blinding our people and be speaking stuff that's false and putting out false narratives on a person that's powerful, because once the negative go around by the positive person, it keeps going faster and faster than the positive stuff does. And by the time it ends, now you got a person whole career in shambles and he got to figure out how to get his name back for something you made up and people watching clear as day that he is on trial. So how could he be a rat? And then you got people like her fan base sitting here said they'll believe her whether she wrong or right anyway. That's wild to me. That's never good. Y'all need to check yourselves also if y'all would sit and let her call somebody a rat. If it was your brother, uncle, father on trial, would you care? Yeah, that's when you would care. But that ain't cool. That's never cool. And that's another thing, like OG just said, free Puff, because he ain't grape nothing or mess with kids. And that's a fact. They keep sliding that conversation in there. Kids, kids, kids. That's another blinding conversation to somebody. You blind people by throwing that in there. And he's not up there for no kids at all. It's too many disrespectful people up here, man. It's too many, should I say, ignorant people. And I hate to call people ignorant but when I see ignorant things and y'all don't want to, own up to the responsibility of the fact that somebody that y'all look up to did wrong. She's way out of line for that. Way out of line to call somebody a rat. And he's clear as day sitting on trial, man. Fighting trial for charges that they didn't even fight it on when it came to that. They fought on domestic violence charges and still want people to be blinded for a RICO. And now he got to sit and let 12 people decide his life, where he would lose his company, everything he worked for, and all of that. Now, him paying for sex workers and all that, if he built his life up to do what he want to do with his money, if that's how he feel, what he want to do with his money, then so be it. If that's the appetite that him and his lady had, and she don't mind sexing another man while he watch, then that's his business. They don't get the right to take nothing from nobody that work hard. Is Puff arrogant and talk crazy to people? Yes, he do. I've seen him do it myself, so I'm not defending none of that. I'm not here to clout chase. I'm here to defend the integrity of the parts that he didn't do, and that's one, he didn't snitch. I'm here to defend what's going to happen to the future of our urban and black men and black up and coming young men. That's what I'm here to defend. That's why I'm speaking on. If he is in trouble for, if he is guilty for domestic violence, then so be it. Take his punishment. But not no made up stuff when they can pick out any other black man after they want after this. They've been doing this for a long time behind the cameras. Nobody had all this social medias and cameras outside. Podcasters only used to have the news. Now it's podcasters reaching more than what the news reach, because a lot of people don't look at news. A lot of people watch podcasts, so now that turns this world into another wide span of content to watch. And now we can't have our people just straight lying and calling themselves journalism and but telling lies, and then y'all as fans ignore it. So yeah, I'm gonna call it out. And this ain't no strike against her to try to build off her fan base. I don't want to build off nobody. I work hard for what I got. That's why mine is growing slow because I don't beef with other people. Now I have, but that's due to things that they've done or said. But I don't come up here to harass people. No. And that's not what I'm doing with her. I'm here giving her a jewel. Sometimes they call it the brutally honest truth. That's it. So yeah, make sure y'all share, man. If y'all new up here, subscribe, hit that like button, man. Please share this because this is a dangerous one, and we got to get to the point of calling people out for when they wrong, for real. Ro Williams said, "Mass media at its finest." Jet Life, what's good? What's good, Ro? Trying to get to it, bro. Trying to get these, you know, give a few people a few good jewels, man. That's all. Can't be calling nobody no rats out here, and that's a lie. That's not good. That's not gonna be something that you put it up in a thumbnail and you say a few things about it, then it gets swept up under the rug. Because if that catch steam with negative people, then that will have Puff looking crazy, and he win this case now. Next thing they're gonna be saying he's a rat. That's what they're gonna say for her starting that, and that's not cool. That man fought for his life. He did it the right way, and half the people out here that don't do it the right way, that really is rats. Those are the ones you go at, not the people that fight the right way. You pat them on the back for being a man and standing their ground for what they felt is right. And not taking other people down with them so they can go home. Not a pat on the back because they did bad and oh you beat them and you did, even though you did wrong, but you beat them. No, you get a pat on the back for having integrity and standing up for what you feel is what's right, and still not sending other people to jail with you. They caught me for what they caught me for. Let me go ahead and handle mine. I'm gonna just go to trial and let them judge it. I'm not bringing nobody down, and that's what teaching I understand, and that's why it's that severe. The man ain't telling nobody, so let's don't put nothing out there like that. That's it. So yeah, y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Y'all can reach me at the real big Bootsie, Bootsie on Instagram. You want to donate to the channel? Donate. I'm putting that work in. It's money sign the real big Bootsie on Cash App. Bootsie is how I spell that. So I see y'all in a little while, man. Appreciate my knowledgeable people, man. Boy, Big Bootsie, I'm signing out.